morning everyone, and welcome to our next Trainer's Corner video workout series. Today we're going to focus on a routine that you could do at home, just using body weight that's going to focus on the legs as well as that heart rate to get your cardio up. And the first exercise we're going to begin with is the inchworm. This is not only going to stretch out the glutes, but the hamstrings as well to be able to prepare our body for the leg routine that we're going to go through. So, first thing I want you to do, bring those hands down to the ground, legs stay nice and straight, walk those hands out to a push-up position. Do a full push-up, keeping the back nice and stable, hips stable. Walk those hands back to the feet and stand yourself back up. And then come right back down into that next one. Same thing, walking those hands out. Now, if you're new to this and the hamstrings are really tight, you can allow your body to have just a slight bend to that knee as you go through until you can get to the point where your hamstrings are stretched out and you can keep those legs straight. Today we're going to do 5 repetitions here just to show you, but at home we want you to do a total of 15 repetitions. Perfect. Once you've completed the inchworm for 15 reps, we're going to move into what's called a runner's pose lunge. So what I want you to do, you're going to start with that left leg, bring the foot out, get yourself into what you would consider a runner's pose. Back stays nice and stable. You want to make sure that the glute as well as the quads stay nice and tight, and all you're going to do is bring that opposite leg into the front and right back. Again, we'll do 5 reps here for you to be able to see. At home, we're going to do 15 reps per leg. Great job. Perfect. As soon as you finish that full set of 15, switch legs, bring it front, make sure the body's nice and stable once again. And the same thing, just bring that leg forward and right back. You want to make sure as you're going through, you really try and keep that body to hover just above the ground. So make sure that pressure stays on your quads as well as your glutes as you go through this. Once you finish all 15 reps per leg, we're going to move right into a mountain climber. It'll be a very easy transition because we're already into position. So what you want to do is take that leg that's forward, move it back so you're in a push-up position. Again, keep that core nice and tight to keep the body stable. And all you're going to do is pull those knees one by one in towards the elbows as quick as you possibly can. If you're new to exercise, do it nice and slow at a comfortable pace. Once you start to get better and better at this, really pick up that pace. And the thing you want to concentrate on as you go through, do not let the body jump up and down. You want to stay as stable as you can. You're going to do this for a total of 30 seconds to a minute, depending on your fitness level. Our fourth exercise would be called the Curtsy lunge. So right from those mountain climbers, once you finish the 30 seconds to a minute, you're going to stand right back up. And what we want you to do is you can either call it a curtsy or a crossover lunge. You may have heard it before. You're actually going to start. We're going to put all the weight onto our left leg. We're going to bring that right leg, cross over, and lunge down. Again, we'll do 5 for you here, but it'll be a total of 15 per leg. So make sure as you come through, you want to make sure the body stays real stable as you go through this exercise. Do it at a slower pace so that you can control it. And you can actually change the movement by, just as you cross over, take a little bit deeper step back. Perfect. It'll put a little bit more pressure on those glutes and really make them work a little bit harder as you go through. As I said, you want to alternate back and forth, completing a total of 15 reps per leg. So right from your curtsy or crossover lunge, we're going to go right into a squat jump. So you want to put those hands right out in front of the body, feet are hip width apart. You want to squat down and explode up as high as you can. Making sure as you come down, land nice and soft, using those legs to catch you just like a spring. Again, at home, we're going to do a total of 15 repetitions as you go through this. So make sure as you go through, come up nice and high, thrust those arms back as you come down, catch yourself, be nice and soft. The more you can hear your feet, the harder your landing. So you want to land nice and soft. Great job. All right, so right from our squat jump, we're going to go into a glute bridge. So what I want you to do, sit down onto the floor, lay back so that your back is nice and flat to the floor. Legs are in a 90 degree. What I want you to do is press those heels into the ground, lifting your hips up off. There you go. You want those hips nice and high, keep them nice and stable. Now, if you're new to exercise, you'll keep both legs on the ground. What I want you to do is just slowly lower those hips and bring them right back up and squeeze those glutes at the top. If you're a little bit more advanced in exercise, we're going to show you a variation to it. I want you to actually pick up your right leg. So you're going to go a single leg, same movement. Keep that right leg up, keep the hips up tall, let your hips lower slowly, and come right back up, squeezing those glutes. Now, if you're doing alternate legs, you want to do 12 to 15 repetitions per leg. If you're doing them with both legs on the ground, then we'll do a total of 12 to 15. Make sure as you come up, abs stay nice and tight, and as I said, squeeze that glute at the top. Our final exercise for today is going to be a front leg pull. So right from that bridge position, what I want you to do is straighten your legs out, have the heels on the ground, sit up for me, Have your hands behind you so you can support the body. And you're going to bring those hips up one more time so that you're in what would be almost known as a reverse plank position. We're going to start with that right leg and pull that leg up towards the chin. Perfect. This is going to serve us for two purposes right now. Your opposite leg is going to work those glutes one more time, but it's going to be a dynamic flexibility exercise for the opposite leg for the hamstring. Again, much like we've done everything else today, we're going to do a total of 15 reps per leg. So like any other workout routine that we do, you can change it up just by changing up the pace of each exercise that you do, as well as putting all the exercises together. So as we showed you today, you can do each exercise separately, take a 30-second to 45-second rest in between, or for a higher calorie burn and get that heart rate up, make sure you do one exercise after the next with no rest in between. And join us next week for our next Trainer's Corner video workout series.